In the modern world, many Muslims unknowingly engage in haram practices without realizing it. Some of these actions have become so normalized in society that people rarely stop to question whether they align with Islamic teachings. Today, we will uncover some of the most common haram things that many Muslims do daily without being aware of their consequences. By recognizing these actions, we can take the necessary steps to purify our faith and live a life that is truly in line with Islamic principles. One of the most serious yet overlooked haram actions is engaging in interest-based transactions, also known as riba. The Quran strictly forbids riba in multiple verses, warning that those who consume interest will face severe consequences in the hereafter. Yet, modern financial systems are built on interest, making it almost unavoidable. Many Muslims take bank loans, car financing, and even mortgages without realizing that they are engaging in an act that Allah has explicitly prohibited. Even keeping money in savings accounts that generate interest is problematic. The danger of riba lies in its exploitative nature, which benefits the rich while oppressing the poor. Islam promotes a fair economic system where wealth circulates justly, without being concentrated in the hands of a few. Muslims should seek halal alternatives like Islamic banking and interest-free financing to avoid falling into this sin. Another common, yet often ignored sin is gossiping and backbiting, known as Gheebah. Many people casually talk about others in their absence, spreading rumors or criticizing their actions. What makes Gheebah especially dangerous is that it not only harms the person being spoken about, but also corrupts the soul of the one engaging in it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, compared backbiting to eating the flesh of one's dead brother, highlighting its severity. Today, social media has made this sin even more widespread. People share negative opinions about others, expose private details, and even create entire online discussions about individuals they do not personally know. Islam teaches that if we cannot say something good about someone, we should remain silent. Another common issue is improper hijab and dressing immodestly. Many Muslims believe that hijab is only for women, but in reality, modesty is required from both men and women. Women are instructed to cover their bodies in a way that does not attract unnecessary attention, while men are commanded to lower their gaze and dress modestly. Yet, many men and women neglect these guidelines, influenced by Western fashion trends. Some wear tight or revealing clothing, while others justify not wearing hijab by claiming it is a personal choice rather than a religious obligation. Islam promotes modesty not as a burden, but as a means of self-respect and protection. Bribery, or rishwa, is another common yet dangerous practice. In many countries, bribery has become so normal that people no longer see it as a moral issue. From securing jobs to getting legal paperwork processed faster, bribery is deeply ingrained in society. However, Islam strictly forbids bribery because it corrupts justice and oppresses the weak. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, cursed both the one who gives and the one who takes bribes. A society built on bribery loses fairness and trust, leading to oppression and inequality. Consuming non-halal food is another issue that many Muslims overlook. Many people assume that just because they avoid pork and alcohol, their diet is halal. However, numerous food products contain hidden haram ingredients such as gelatin derived from pigs, alcohol-based flavorings, or improperly slaughtered meat. Eating at fast food restaurants or consuming processed foods without verifying their ingredients can lead to unintentional consumption of haram substances. Islam requires that animals be slaughtered in the name of Allah with specific guidelines to ensure that the food is pure and ethical. Being mindful of what we consume is a crucial aspect of our faith. Superstition is another problem that contradicts Islamic teachings. Many Muslims unknowingly engage in superstitious beliefs and practices, thinking they bring protection or good luck. Some wear amulets or charms, believing they have special powers, while others consult astrologers or follow horoscopes. These acts go against the concept of Tawheed, or the oneness of Allah, because they attribute power to objects or people rather than relying solely on Allah. Islam teaches that no object, charm, or ritual can protect us. Only Allah has control over our destiny. Seeking guidance from fortune tellers or believing in omens is a form of shirk, which is the gravest sin in Islam. Using offensive language is another widespread issue. Many Muslims do not realize the weight of their words and how they impact others. Cursing, insulting, or using foul language can harm relationships and create a toxic environment. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of speaking good or remaining silent. Even joking in an offensive way can be harmful if it belittles or humiliates someone. Islam encourages positive speech, kindness, and words that bring people together rather than tearing them apart. Extravagance and wastefulness, or israf, are also significant concerns. Islam teaches balance in all aspects of life, including spending and consumption. Yet, many Muslims today fall into the trap of excessive spending on luxury items, designer clothes, expensive cars, and lavish weddings. Some people waste food at buffets or throw away leftovers instead of sharing with those in need. Islam discourages both miserliness and overspending, urging believers to be moderate in their financial habits. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, lived a simple life despite having the means to indulge in luxury. Following his example can help us avoid materialism and focus on what truly matters. Neglecting daily prayers is one of the biggest spiritual dangers. Salah is the foundation of Islam and the first deed for which we will be held accountable on the Day of Judgment. Yet, many Muslims miss their prayers due to laziness, work, or social activities. Some only pray on Fridays or during Ramadan, forgetting that the 5 daily prayers are an obligation, not a choice. Missing Salah weakens our connection with Allah and opens the door to other sins. Islam teaches that prayer is not just a ritual, but a direct link between a believer and their Creator. Prioritizing Salah, no matter how busy life gets, is essential for maintaining faith and discipline. The last common issue is consuming inappropriate media content. Music, movies, and online content influence our thoughts and behaviors. Many Muslims listen to songs with explicit lyrics or watch shows that promote immoral values without considering the spiritual impact. Islam encourages entertainment that uplifts the soul rather than corrupts it. Exposure to inappropriate content desensitizes the heart, making sinful behavior seem normal. Being mindful of what we watch and listen to helps maintain purity in our thoughts and actions. Understanding these common mistakes is the first step towards self-improvement. Islam is not just about rituals, but about leading a righteous and ethical life. By avoiding these haram actions, we can purify our hearts, strengthen our faith, and bring ourselves closer to Allah. The goal is not to judge others, but to remind ourselves of the importance of living according to Islamic principles. Taking small steps toward improvement can lead to immense spiritual rewards.